Secretary of State Marco Rubio is meeting today with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He says he will also be visiting the Military Coordination Center that's working on humanitarian aid and also monitoring this peace deal. Now, before heading back to the U.S., Vice President Vance says he thinks reconstruction in parts of Gaza that are free from Hamas can happen fairly quickly.
Vice President JD Vance left Israel today saying he feels optimistic about the ceasefire holding.
I think that we're on a very good pathway. It's very early, but it's a good start.
But he also criticized a symbolic vote by hardliners in the Israeli parliament to annex the West Bank, land Palestinians want for a future state.
If it was a political stunt, it was a very stupid political stunt, and I personally take some insult to it. The West Bank is not going to be annexed by Israel. The policy of the Trump administration is that the West Bank will not be annexed by Israel.
Hours after Vance's departure, Secretary of State Marco Rubio arrived as the Trump administration works with allies on its peace plan, including the challenge of disarming Hamas and rebuilding Gaza.
With momentum in the Middle East, the administration was hoping for progress with Russia and Ukraine, but President Trump is no longer planning a second in-person meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
It didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel like we were going to get to the place we have to get, so I canceled it.
Russian strikes this week targeted civilian sites, including a kindergarten in Ukraine's second largest city. The administration has now imposed new sanctions on Russia's two largest oil companies, saying it's the result of Russia's lack of a serious commitment to a peace process.
I think that they'll certainly have an impact. They're massive sanctions.
A Russian spokeswoman called the new sanctions counterproductive.
President Trump was asked by reporters yesterday whether the administration will send those long-range Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine. He said that the training to use them could take 6 months to a year, and that the only way it would be shot is if the U.S. shot it. He said, "We're not going to do that." Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.